For more on this, we're joined by Mario Arturo Ruiz Estrada, who's a professor of international economics at the University of Kuala Lumpur. Welcome back to the programme, Professor. Now, does the acquisition of Getir's food delivery arm following the takeover of another key market player, Trendyol, effectively give Uber a monopoly in Türkiye?
The danger of monopolies is that they are going to control the market and the price. It's very important to have competitiveness and competition in the market. If Uber take over, it's going to be a white elephant that is not going to have alternatives to another companies to compete in the same rules and the same environment. And what I can see that this monopoly is going to generate a kind of inflation in the long run. This is the problem with monopolies, because if the costs start to increase, logically, the price is going to move up and it's going to generate inflation. This is the problem of monopoly, because the monopoly controls everything. And when no exists competition next to the monopoly, then we're going to start to see no efficiency, and we're going to see losses on the company, and to pay the losses to the final consumer, increasing the price of the service.
Right, and will Uber be able to realistically displace local favourites like Bolt in the Czech Republic and Greece, and if so, how?
Well, you need to remember that Europe now is in a new reform of economic reform, business reform, and what they're trying to do is trying to standardize the quality of services. Uber is one example. And this is, of course, the efficiency is coming to countries like out of the East Europe, that they, when see this new kind of services, of course, the customer is going to receive benefits. But the problem is, and I want to remind that the cost of energy, especially oil, and the price of petrol is moving with stability. Remember that all these commodities, they are used in transportation, and this transportation using maximum uses of oil and petrol, meaning that if this monopoly controls everything, the price, of course, is under the company, and it's not happening. We need competition. We need alternative players in the game. And this is because it's going to generate inefficiency in the long run if we depend only on one company like Uber, for example. And we can have so many cases that in Malaysia, for example, we have 2 big companies who do the same distribution. And the prices are very competitive, and the consumers find what is the most cheap and fast to bring any good or to home, food or supermarket or anything. This is the problem I can see, that in the long run, any monopoly becomes inefficient and highly costly for the consumer, final consumer.
Right. Professor Mario Arturo Ruiz Estrada from the University of Kuala Lumpur. Great to have your analysis. Thank you.